Well, we're going to start stage 2 of the big shape. And into the whites that I have, lighter areas, I'm starting to place a light green made from Viridian and Cad Yellow Light. This is going to eventually read as grass that's bright under the sun. First, though, we put some of the local color into the hedge. Daylilies. I haven't painted single lilies, I simply floated some orange in there. It's too small to paint detail at this stage, so I'm building up the green with that combination of Cad Yellow and Viridian. I'm going to wash some water into that and let it drift down, creating an interesting texture into the grass. And build some, at this point I want to build up that darker shape that's behind. This is going to be a graded wash, starting with a little paler blue or green at the top, letting some of that yellow ochre shine through to give us a feeling of lightness on the boughs of the tree. As I come down, though, I'm going to be adding to that more ultramarine blue, some places a little burnt sienna, other places a little Viridian. You can tell it's getting stronger as it comes down to meet the hedge. This is another use of that graded wash. And as it comes down, the getting stronger is going to emphasize the highlights and the bright colors on my hedge. Doing this while the paint is wet, so it reads as darker, but it's all soft dark, so there's no rigidity to the wash. Again, we're keeping some whites, the highlights of tops of bushes or hedges, using that yellow ochre that we first placed as a highlight color in this case. Up until this point the sky is white, but that will change a little in the final stage. The gated area, quite dark. I'm bringing in a similar value, perhaps using a bit more green in this wash than blue, and defining the bottom of the hedge as it moves across, the opening of the gate, keeping the highlights of the flowers. Here I add water, just water, and it's drifting down and giving me a rounded surface to the hedge, so it's a more of a gradual transition. Here comes that big shadow. This is a control. Well, we did observe it, but it was fleeting, and I guess it left an impression on me because I'm using it here, partially as a way to join the bottom and the top of the painting and isolate that bright area in the center where I want you to focus. I'm adding blue to the shadow and a lot of water, letting it drift down. And at this point it looks thick. It looks like it's just a heavy blanket, but as it dries we'll see more of the path, and I'll be adding some defining edges to help it along. Adding some stronger darks now, small amounts. These stronger darks are creating branches, creating the trunks of the trees, some strong definitions to the bottom of the hedge or the edge of the path, and this helps to set the image. Small touches, small adjustments. We'll add some blue to the sky because we kept the path white. We kept the path white so that it would really shine and the colors shine. And here's the finished piece. A bright sunny day in the Victory Gardens.